Welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all, and in this video, we have another recovery mission. Now, this one's a little bit different, though, because it has to do with mechanical issues rather than someone getting their truck stuck. Now, the vehicle that we have to go and pick up today is a lifted Powerstroke that apparently blew their turbo. Like, legitimately, the owner of the truck blew their turbo so bad that the truck was smoking like crazy and could barely move and was super sluggish, and they were able to limp it into the parking lot of a gas station. So, what we did was we hooked up our car hauler to our trusty 3500, and we're going to head on down there and we're going to pick it up. Now, I want you guys also to let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about these videos being filmed without the face cam. Every once in a while, I change it up a little bit, and I'll do some with face cam and some without face cam. And as usual, I'm always very thankful for your feedback in the description down, or well, rather in the comment section, not in the description, because you can't comment in there. My brain is apparently all over the place today. But without any further ado, let's fire this thing up and head on out there. This truck is always such a pleasure to drive. It's always such a pleasure to drive for multiple reasons. One, because Diesel Addict 66, the creator of this truck, put so much effort into making it what it is today. But it also is a pleasure to drive because you can tailor it to be the exact experience that you want. And the setup that I've found myself using a lot lately is the 6-speed general purpose transmission with the middle engine. Now, the middle engine still has a lot of grunt, a lot of power, a lot of torque, but it also is super smooth and super controllable and really lends itself well to sort of a vanilla plus gameplay experience. It's not quite as slow as like a vanilla truck. It's definitely faster. But if you like a slightly more balanced gameplay experience, you know, it's not going to be ripping the pavement out of the ground. Whoa, I apparently heavily overestimated how tightly this thing could turn because it can't actually turn all that tight. That's fine. All right, so now heading out down the main road. We are on the Rockingham map, by the way. I've been getting a lot of questions in the comments of recent videos on this map as to where we are. And this map is a work-in-progress map. It's by Red, and it's available on mod.io right now for those of you that are on PC. Now, I'm not sure if he plans to do a console version of this map or not. It might happen. It may not. It depends on where Red decides to take this map in the future. But it would definitely be something that I would love to see make its way onto all platforms because it's an absolutely beautiful map for roleplay. It's an absolutely beautiful map for trail riding. It's an absolutely beautiful map for really whatever you want to do. I'm getting a little out of shape. No! Okay, we're fine. We're good. Don't worry about it. You saw nothing. It's all good. All right, now pulling up. There's the Powerstroke with the blown turbo. And God, that thing is very, very lifted. I didn't realize it was that lifted. Like, I knew it was lifted. I didn't know it was that lifted. All right, so let's get this thing backed in, and let's see if we can get it up onto the trailer. Easy. There's a big hole right there. All right, we're not quite lined up. Don't want to hit it. That's not what I'm trying to do. I know I'm kind of blocking the road right now while I'm doing this. I'm trying not to necessarily impede traffic too much, but I feel like impeding traffic to a degree is going to be an element of this. So let me get this thing backed up into a position where it works. Almost there. Come on. Come on. All right, that's about as close as we're going to get. I think. That's about as close as we're going to get. Now, I know that it's got a blown turbo, but it might have, well, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk starting it up and getting a bunch of, like, you know, getting a bunch of debris into the engine. I'm just going to winch it up onto the trailer. So after some careful winching, it's time to go ahead and get this truck all fastened down. So we'll go ahead and get it packed up. So we've got the wheels chocked. We've got some straps in there as well, just to make sure nothing goes haywire. And now it's time to head back to the garage, drop this thing off, and hopefully all that they need replaced is their turbo. Hopefully they don't need a bunch of other stuff, because if they need a bunch of other stuff, it's going to be a big undertaking for them. So let's back it up just a little bit, trying to not hit that tree. If I hit that tree, I will not be excited about it. That will not be my, that's not my goal today, to run into a tree, especially with a customer's truck on my trailer. I gotta admit, though, that trailer's doing pretty well for how heavy that truck is. I mean, that is not a light truck whatsoever. And sometimes, depending on what you load onto that trailer, it can bottom out the suspension a little bit. Now, I was careful to distribute the weight in such a way that it wouldn't all be right over the wheels, or right over the axles, but I think that it actually, I mean, it's pretty impressive. I also don't have extra front weight on this truck. I do have the towing suspension on the 3500, but I don't have any kind of, you know, extra weight out over the front axle. And, you know, to not have extra weight out over the front axle, it's staying surprisingly level. It's sitting down in the back just a tad, but not anywhere close to enough to be an issue or to even make the truck drive weird. I mean, it actually is driving better than it did without the weight on it. I'm very impressed by the way it's driving right now. Now, if you guys have been enjoying these recovery style / towing style / realistic episodes out here on Rockingham, make sure you leave any of your suggestions down in the comments below, because I'm always really excited to not only read your comments, but also to try some of y'all's ideas. And who knows, your idea may turn into the next video. So let's go ahead and get a little bit closer to our turn. How badly do you want to just ramp off into oblivion right there? I know sometimes it's enticing. Let's bring it on around. Not bad. Not bad. I saw when we really loaded up the suspension on the trailer right there, it did start to bottom out a little bit, but not badly, like not enough to where you would think, oh, this is a big issue, but like just enough to where you're starting to take a little bit of a notice of it, you know? All right, well, this was a very simple recovery, like super, super simple. I feel like this dude might be getting a little bit more than just a replacement turbo when that truck leaves the shop. It might be getting a major overhaul. I'm trying to turn wide, but I think I turned wide too late, and I'm probably going to go towards the trees. Yep, I'm actually going to go right towards that tree stump. That is absolutely not what I ever had in mind. Almost there, and then now we're going to turn in here to the right, and then we're going to try and back up right to that door. Now, I'm getting better at this as I do it more often, but I'm still far from perfect at it because it's a tricky angle, and depending on what truck or trailer you're using, it can be a little bit of a challenge. Oh boy. All right, let's get this. Whoa. Okay, trailer's digging into the ground a little bit. It's kind of weird how it behaves sometimes. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to dig in. Yeah, it's starting to bottom out the trailer once we've got the weight positioned a little bit further backwards. Yeah, right there. Okay, so what we might have to do is we might have to roll that truck off the back and push it into the garage. It's not the end of the world. It's not what I exactly wanted to do, but since the trailer's starting to bottom out every time we try to back up, it's probably going to be our only option. So now that we've got this thing up here in the shop, it seems like it's already got a performance tune on it, so we're going to leave that alone. It's already got a highway gearbox in it, so we're going to leave that alone too. And suspension-wise, I mean, it's already got this, like, enormous, you know, like, coilover lift kit. It's got aftermarket arms. It's got gigantic axles. It's got axle brakes. I mean, this thing has obviously been built and loved by whoever owned it previously. Well, not even whoever owned it previously. It's still owned by that person, but they kind of gave us the go-ahead sort of like a blank check to not only replace the turbo, but they wanted this thing beefed up before it came back. So we're going to lift it for them just a little bit more. We're going to turn the coilovers up, and then we're going to go up from these 44s to something a little bit bigger. And I'm thinking, because they wanted it ready for like show season, so I'm thinking we're going to throw some pretty gnarly wheels and tires on this thing. Now, we could throw some fuel grippers on it. I'm not sure if I like the grippers, though. I mean, I like them enough, but they're not, like, my absolute favorite. I do like the Special X tires, and I'm kind of keen on these Maxxis Razors as well. So let's go with a 46-inch Maxxis Razor, and then I'm thinking we could throw some amp steps on it, and then roof rack, we'll leave that alone. And then bed-wise, you know what? The flatbed is a possibility, but I think we're going to leave that alone for now, stick with the standard bed. Hood-wise, we're going to do a cowl hood. And roof lights-wise, I'm thinking we might actually give them some Baja lights because those don't really get seen a lot on trucks like this. And we'll probably do a kind of like an aftermarket-style grill. I kind of dig it. Some custom headlights. And let's throw a... Ooh, we need to actually see... what these rear bumpers look like. I'm digging that one. That one actually works pretty dang well. Now, let's see. So, exhaust-wise, we'll do a single stack in the bed. And then, let's see. We've got a few different options for what to put in the bed. Let's just put some stuff back there, some extra fuel, like a little tool case. We've got a fire extinguisher in case anything goes particularly south. We could do a massive front bumper, like brush guard style, but I'm kind of keen on doing like one of these. You know, like spots for light pods. We've got a winch. We've got some tow hooks. And wheels-wise, I'm not sure what we're going to go with here. There's definitely a lot of options. Now, whoa. Wagon style wheel. Oh, dude, American Force like CKO2s. That looks really good, actually. I'm definitely going back and forth because I've never used these on this truck before. And I think we'll go ahead and do it. I mean, they did say they wanted it like show truck ready. So, whoa. Holy crap. I mean, there is a little bit left in the budget for a paint job. So, God. Dude, when that's like, with that included in the grill, oh, that's insane. Look at that. Well, that's a transformation for sure. Oh, dude. When they see this truck, they're going to be like, well, I knew I was getting a replacement turbo, but I didn't realize I was getting, like, a whole new truck. Holy crap. Well, not only is that quite the transformation for this thing, but I think it looks amazing. I'm actually a big fan of the way that thing turned out. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.